Drew Campbell, CEO and founder of the Global Performance Nutrition Institute, the official partners of the International Society of Sports Nutrition, aka the ISSN. I think it would be appropriate to introduce myself a little bit more, because why the GPNi? How did it get founded? What is the background of the CEO and founder? Why is it different than others? And I think the GPNi is different and offers more tangible and intangible benefits than most, if not all, other online certifications throughout the world, is because it's part of me. It's part of the DNA of my upbringing. I have had over 23 years experience in sports nutrition. Others maybe have just begun or doing it for a few years or come from an academic world, and the academic world's very fundamental of doing education. You need that academic, you need that science. And that's why we partnered with the elite level in sports nutrition, and all of our experts are PhD level experts that have done the research on sports nutrition. But that's not me. I don't have a PhD. I don't have academia. But what I do have is an MBA, so to speak, on sports nutrition from the ground up. I started in this industry originally lifting weights and taking sports nutrition at a very, very young age, well before it was cool. When I was living in Australia, lifting weights and drinking protein powder and learning as much as I can. I was always into fitness and I was always into health. But later I joined a company called General Nutrition Center, GNC, in my very early 20s, and I absolutely fell in love with sports nutrition. Why? Because I could feel that sports nutrition and understanding how to optimize your diet using sports nutrition science, fundamentals, as well as the supplementation that comes with sports nutrition, I learned I could stand out. This is just, me, Drew Campbell, at a young 20-year-old. I wanted to look better. I wanted to feel better. And I felt, to me at least, sports nutrition offered that. So I began my career working in GNC. That was 23 years ago. One thing working in GNC, I was awarded actually Salesman of the Year, but it was to do with my service. I really prided myself as learning as much as I can at sports nutrition. Back then, before the internet, I had to get out the almanac of herbs, the almanac of amino acids, and I subscribed to every single fitness and bodybuilding magazine. All my friends were experts and professional bodybuilders, professional athletes, and I just loved learning. Later in life, I moved to Asia and I founded the very first sports nutrition and supplement retail store chain. We had multiple store locations in mainland China, in Beijing and Shanghai, and we were the very first supplement store. And in that, we had to teach our staff, we had to teach the clients about sports nutrition, especially in Asia, where back then, we're talking now 15 years ago, they didn't really understand a lot. A lot of people didn't understand a lot, and the reason to take sports nutrition or the reason to eat more protein. So we really prided ourselves on education and standing out back then. And that experience taught me a great deal about many, many things, especially in regards to sports nutrition and how to leverage the knowledge of sports nutrition to create a career out of it. Fast forward, this is what we're doing now, the GPNi. And I have had vast amount of experience in sports nutrition, but I think one thing that it is different to what we offer is, compared to others, is we're not just offering a piece of paper. We're not just offering education. Let's face it, although it's very difficult, you could get educated for free. Although it's difficult to piece all the pieces together and you may not necessarily know that the information you're getting is accurate, but you can go to Dr. Google and Dr. YouTube and search and find videos and find information, find PDFs, read books, and you can educate yourself. You don't have to be qualified and certified. But the difference what we offer compared to many others, and this is part of the DNA of Drew Campbell's 23 years of experience, is we offer access to the internationally recognized and the #1 authorities in sports nutrition, the International Society of Sports Nutrition. And they are our official global partners on what we do. And we have the exclusive course content for all of these certifications. There is no other education and certification company in the entire world, whether it's in English language or Chinese or Japanese or Korean language, there is nothing like the GPNi. But I think in my own experience in 23 years, what really stood out apart from education and certification is the ability to grow through others through networking. I'm a business owner. I've been a business owner now for 15 years in sports nutrition, and I think the fundamental difference we offer greatly, and no other company remotely comes close, is the ability to network. Let's face it, you've heard the phrase before. It's not just what you know, but who you know. And at the GPNi, we offer a unique aspect of accessing experts throughout the world, connecting with fellow students so you can upgrade who you are, find your edge, and ultimately define your edge in standing out. This is what I offer at the GPNi through working with our elite experts, lecturers, and teachers in order for you to find your edge, define who you are, and ultimately upgrade who you are. Let's face it, the piece of paper and the qualification alone is not enough. So the GPNi, and through my 23 years of experience, we are offering something uniquely different that we ultimately hope to help you define your edge. I'm Drew Campbell, and welcome to the GPNi.